Breaking news is emerging from the Samendéni Dam in Burkina Faso, where an ambitious initiative championed under the leadership of President Ibrahim Traoré is now beginning to show remarkable results. What started as a daring experiment in aquaculture has turned into a powerful demonstration of what innovation, resilience, and community partnership can achieve. The first harvest of fish from the floating cages installed at the dam is being celebrated, and the results speak for themselves. For the people of Burkina Faso, this is not just about fish farming. It is about progress, self-sufficiency, and the power of vision. The scene at the dam is both moving and symbolic. Workers, cooperatives, and technical experts gather as the cages that were installed months ago are carefully lifted, revealing large, healthy fish that have reached maturity. Cheers and applause ripple across the crowd, not only for the impressive harvest but also for the success of a project that reflects the determination of a nation. The initiative is bearing fruits, and the excitement is spreading far beyond the banks of Samendéni. This achievement is part of a much larger national strategy aimed at ensuring food security. For decades, African nations have faced the daunting challenge of feeding fast-growing populations in the face of economic pressures and global market volatility. Burkina Faso's response has been to embrace self-reliance by producing more of its own food. The Presidential Initiative for Agricultural Production was created with this goal in mind, and the floating cages at Samendéni are a clear example of how this vision is being transformed into reality. Fish was chosen as a cornerstone of this effort for good reason. It is a vital source of protein and nutrients, an essential component of balanced diets for millions of families. By investing in aquaculture, the initiative is not only increasing the availability of nutritious food, but also creating opportunities for employment and income generation. Around 100 cages have already been deployed, distributed among local cooperatives who are entrusted with their management. This approach ensures that the benefits are widely shared and that communities themselves are active participants in the nation's journey towards self-sufficiency. The first cages were stocked in February, and after 6 months of patient care, the results are now visible. The fish have matured, the harvest is plentiful, and the system has proven that it works. For many observers, this moment is proof that Ibrahim Traoré's initiative is more than just a dream. It is a practical, functioning solution that can be scaled up to change lives across Burkina Faso. The sight of fish being pulled from the cages and placed into waiting baskets is more than a harvest. It is a sign of hope, a symbol of what collective effort can accomplish. Of course, the journey has not been without challenges. One of the main obstacles has been ensuring a steady supply of fingerlings, the young fish needed to stock the cages. At times, shortages threatened to slow progress. But the Regional Fisheries Department responded quickly, working to make fingerlings available for all cages so that production could continue without interruption. This adaptability shows the resilience of the project and the seriousness with which it is being pursued. When problems arise, solutions are found, and the chain is kept moving forward. Sustainability has been another key focus from the beginning. Fish farming requires consistent feeding, and interruptions in the supply of feed could threaten the entire system. To avoid this, the initiative has placed strong emphasis on developing local feed production. By manufacturing feed within Burkina Faso, the program reduces dependence on imports and ensures that farmers can access supplies when they need them. This not only guarantees continuity, but also creates additional economic activity, generating jobs and encouraging new innovations in agricultural processing. It is another layer of value added to the national economy, built directly into the structure of the initiative. Behind these achievements are countless hours of dedication. Workers and community members have labored day and night since the installation of the cages, driven by a shared sense of purpose. For them, this is more than a job. It is a mission to prove that Burkina Faso can stand on its own, feed its people, and thrive. Their determination is a reflection of national pride and a clear understanding that agriculture is the foundation of survival, dignity, and progress. Partnerships have also been essential to success. Large development projects and national programs have provided technical support, resources, and visibility, ensuring that the initiative has the strength to succeed. By combining the grassroots energy of local cooperatives with the structured support of major development actors, the project has built a strong alliance that amplifies its impact. This partnership has made it possible to scale up quickly and establish a model that can be replicated across the country. The symbolism of Samendéni Dam cannot be ignored. What was once a simple body of water has been transformed into a center of innovation and hope. By turning natural resources into engines of food production, Burkina Faso demonstrates how creative thinking can unlock potential that has long been overlooked. For communities across Africa, the image of fish being harvested from floating cages is inspiring. It shows that solutions exist within the continent, and that with determination and organization, Africa can solve its own challenges. Looking ahead, the possibilities are enormous. Each harvest adds to the supply of affordable, locally produced fish for families. Each new cage represents an opportunity for a cooperative to earn income and strengthen its community. The expansion of the project could lead to training programs for young people, equipping them with skills in aquaculture and creating pathways into meaningful employment. It could spark industries in fish processing, storage, and distribution, further strengthening the national economy. It could even inspire more research into aquaculture techniques tailored to Africa's unique climate and resources, opening new doors for innovation. The ripple effects go even further. A stronger agricultural sector means greater resilience against economic shocks and climate change. It means healthier communities with access to nutritious food. It means new opportunities for entrepreneurship and innovation. In every sense, the floating cages at Samendéni represent more than fish farming. They represent a transformation of the nation's approach to food security and development. What is happening in Burkina Faso is also part of a wider continental trend. Across Africa, nations are investing in smarter agriculture, renewable energy, and community-driven development. From irrigation systems that bring water to arid lands, to solar-powered farms that reduce costs and boost yields, to recycling projects that turn waste into valuable resources, Africa is charting a path of progress. The floating cages of Samendéni fit neatly into this broader narrative. They are a chapter in a continental story of determination, creativity, and transformation. The harvest now being celebrated is more than just fish pulled from water. It is proof that bold ideas can succeed, that hard work pays off, and that a nation can move closer to feeding itself with dignity and pride. Ibrahim Traoré's initiative is no longer just a plan or a promise. It is alive, it is working, and it is already producing results. As more cages are stocked, more cooperatives are trained, and more harvests are celebrated, the nation is moving steadily toward its goal of food self-sufficiency. The message from Samendéni is clear. With vision, determination, and unity, a nation can achieve remarkable things. The waters of the dam ripple not only with fish, but with the energy of progress and the promise of a brighter future. Ibrahim Traoré's agricultural initiative is yielding its first fruits, and Burkina Faso is ready to reap the rewards. This is breaking news from Samendéni, a story of resilience, innovation, and hope. The initiative is working, the results are visible, and the future is full of promise. The applause that greets each harvest is not only for the fish, but for the spirit of a nation determined to stand on its own. Burkina Faso is proving that progress is possible, and Africa is watching as one of its nations takes a bold step towards self-reliance.